Could floating solar panels be the next big innovation in the renewable energy sector? Scientists say installing solar panels on lakes and ponds is a good way to save space and spare land for other uses like agriculture. But their environmental impacts are still unknown, and that's what researchers at Cornell University are trying to figure out.
We're trying to get a better understanding for what happens when you put floating solar on a water body.
At the Cornell Experimental Pond Facility in New York State, researchers are floating nearly 400 solar panels across 3 ponds. Ecologist Steve Grodsky and his team are examining how these photovoltaic panels affect the water, microbes, plants, and fish living in it.
One of the issues with floating solar is that we're not very sure what the effects are ecologically, socially, and so on in terms of putting solar on water bodies.
The team is also tracking the pond's greenhouse gas emissions, algae growth, bioacoustics, and environmental DNA.
A whole suite of ecological attributes and trying to better understand the interactions between the floating solar deployments and the aquatic ecosystems. So we're seeing, preliminarily some somewhat rapid changes, for example, where plants are growing in these ponds.
Floating solar panels could save 5 million acres of land in the United States and would meet 10% of the country's electricity needs. That's according to legislators proposing the scheme. Grodsky says while interest in waterborne solar panels is rising, the technology must incorporate sustainability from the start to avoid any future unintended consequences.